What up, what up? All right, we're going to try not to Alex Cobb this and sink the market. So everyone cross your fingers. I'm not cursed like Cobb because that would be absolutely tragic. We're actually going to try to reverse this red candle right now and get this thing moving in the right direction. If you're on YouTube, make sure to drop a like. If you're on X, you know what to do there. Drop a retweet. All super, super helpful. Oh, Taylor, let's go. KG, Liam. Oh yeah, a little late night live stream here. Emwo, True, good to see you. Daniel, let's go. We're starting off strong today. Harlan, we're starting off really strong. Love to see this blockchain rocker. Good to have you. Oh wow, we are popping right now. We already have 68 people from YouTube. This is sick. We'll talk about why it's pumping. We'll talk about why it's pumping. This is nice because there's some good news behind the pump. It's not a random one. We got a decent amount of stuff to get into. Darren, good to see you, man. Nice. We got some studs in the chat tonight. Absolutely love this. Fiance's in Africa. I have so much free time these days. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Enjoy it while it lasts, Taylor. RL, DRM, we the people. Andrew, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. All right, nice. You guys, if you're on YouTube, exit out of the chat real quick for me. Exit right out of that. Drop a like on the stream, then come back to the chat. Mary Cox, good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Nicholas, will we be notified if Biden doesn't even look at SAB 121? Will it just get put through? That's a good question. We talked about this earlier on the stream. My understanding is if Biden does nothing, then SAB 21 goes away. So that would be a very good sign. Roger, man, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Roger. Absolutely incredible, man. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for your support. That's awesome. Glad I could make your night, man. You know, after being a bear market, it's nice to be able to do some live streams when the price is moving in the right direction. So we got to take advantage of it. Thank you, Mick Shoot. Thank you. He said, I hit the like button because Mickle rocks. Love that. Thank you so much. To the moon and beyond. Love that. Thank you, Joshua. Joshua, is likely great meeting you too, man. Met so many great people. So many great people. I think it would be a pocket veto. What does that mean, RC Alex? What does that mean? I tagged you in all the scenarios from the digital chamber, Mickle and Sab. Oh, awesome. Taylor's just feeding me such good information constantly. Taylor, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Taylor. You're a big help to this channel, and I have to do something real quick. See what else we got. All right, Taylor had to be made a moderator. I think that was a necessity with the amount of can't post comments on some donations. Oh, interesting. Taylor had to be made a moderator at this point. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what just happened. It said can't post comments to some destinations. I don't know what that means. All right. Well, hopefully that doesn't mean anything. It looks like everything's still rolling in okay. Sometimes like comments come up on YouTube and it doesn't come up in StreamYard, and then I have to like look back and forth. All right, let's see what this is. Guys, 183 on YouTube, 143 on X. Really appreciate everyone liking. Oh, that's so funny, Kawaii Girl. That's so funny. I was just thinking, like, Taylor's got to be a mod. Kawaii Girl, you can also be a mod for sure. I think Kawaii Girl's got to be a mod. I don't think we have any female mods, so I think we got to make Kawaii Girl the first female moderator. There we go. Darren Naples says, love the late night drinking some. Mickle, you're the best find out there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Darren. Really appreciate that. Oh, there we go, Taylor. Good. I'm glad you appreciate it. I never want to stick people with mod if they don't want it. I guess there's not really a disadvantage to being modded and not wanting it. Let's see what we got. If Congress is in session, the president inaction. Okay, so inaction is good for us in terms of SAB 121. The pocket veto. What is a pocket veto? Can someone explain? Someone mentioned the pocket veto earlier. What's the pocket veto? Oh, good, Kawhi girl. I'm glad you guys appreciate it. That's awesome. That's awesome. No, you guys deserve it. You guys are OGs of this channel. You deserve it. And guys, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people definitely deserve to be mod. I kind of just throw it out randomly, but honestly, there's like no hate on these streams anyway. So like, I don't even think the mods really have to do much anymore. I could be wrong, but there's been like no hate on these streams recently, which has been awesome. But the mods have a pretty easy job these days. Pocket veto is when Biden does nothing and Congress is adjourned and then the bill is dead then? Why is it dead? Do they have to vote on something? Why would it just be dead? What's the vote? What's the vote process there, Daniel? What's the vote process there? Like they can't just, it says Congress is adjourned. Adjourned. Oh, adjourned. And then the bill. What is pocket vetoes when Biden does nothing? Google it. All right. Okay. Oh, I'll just look at pocket veto. Oh, it's a vote. Hey guys, sorry, allergies are killing my throat right now. Allergies are killing my throat. An indirect veto as a legislative bill by the president or a governor by retaining the bill. Okay. So an indirect legislative bill. All right, hopefully we don't see that because that's just confusing. Okay, that's good enough for me. Pocket veto's bad. Pocket veto's bad. All right, that's good enough for me. No, I don't think if Nicholas, if I'm understanding this correctly. Oh yeah. No, either if Congress is in session, then that means the bill is signed into law. If Congress is not in session, the bill could face a pocket veto. So, when does Congress go? When does Congress not in session? What's the next thing we have to figure out? May 22nd through May 29th. May 22nd through May 29th, and then Memorial Day through May. I think that's when they're out of session. I think that's when they're out of session. So I think this is going to land within the 10 days they're not in session. So maybe there could be that pocket veto. Oh, that'd be annoying. That'd be really annoying. As I understand it, right? Yeah, Taylor, I think you're right. Yeah, I think we came to the conclusion at the same time. So they could have the pocket veto now. That's what it seems like to me. Look at Taylor's post. No, Kawhi girl, I just got bad allergies. They're annoying. There's so much pollen. Oh, Ellie has an explanation. Thank you, Taylor. I'm sorry I missed that. I'm sure you already tagged me. Yep, Taylor's on. Taylor's ahead of me right now. Put him in charge of the live stream. As I mentioned in my tweet below, from the time a bill resolution reaches his desk, the president has 10 days, excluding Sundays, to either sign or veto it. If he does nothing and Congress is in session, the bill will pass into law without requiring his signature. But if he does nothing when Congress is not in session, something called a pocket veto can occur because Congress is not in session to receive the either signed or veto bill. This means a president can basically give his stamp of disapproval and pin the bill resolution, ultimately not becoming law on Congress not being in session. It can be used as a strategic way to not get too much political backlash. That doesn't sound good. That does not sound good at all. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't like that. That sounds to me like the pocket veto could be sneaky in play here. Is it just so happened that SAB 121 is coming to the vote? Coming to the vote when Congress is out of session? Could that be on purpose? A little sketchy. Yes, Congress will be on break. Oh, but. All right, there's a but. Let's hope the but is better. Let's hope the but is better. We've got a but. We've got a but. Even though Congress is scheduled to be in recess, they can still be in something called a pro forma session, which will allow the House to receive Biden's either sign vote or veto vote to prevent the so-called pocket veto, which interestingly does not allow for congressional override. Pro forma sessions have been used numerous times to prevent pocket vetoes. Okay. So it's either a pocket veto or you get this pro forma thing. So that doesn't make anything any easier than I thought it was going to be. That's the most Congress thing I've ever heard. These people are constantly on break. They can't vote on the bill they freaking put forward, and now it comes down to some random weird rules that no one's ever heard of. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you to our government for making things as complicated and as annoying as possible. Yes, it gives Dems cover in Congress and Senate, but allows the bill to die and SAB 121 to stay. Possibly. That's going to count on them. That's going to be tough for them though, right? Like, that's going to be them counting on the fact that, like, we wouldn't figure this out. And it's very possible they would think that, but I don't think it's going to work. Like, the crypto voting block is very intelligent, right? Like, we're all over this. So, I don't think that's going to go very well. Which very well, they could just be underestimating us, right? They could think, oh, they won't figure that out. I don't know. I don't know about that. That's going to be tough, right? So it's either going to be the pocket veto, right? I think we do know exactly how this will end up, right? It's either going to be they're going to go for the pocket veto and they're going to try to blame it on, like, oh, there's this weird thing that happened. We were all pro getting rid of SAB 121, but then this weird thing happened and just stayed. I don't think that's going to work, but they could try that. The other thing would be that they just say, oh, it's just a coincidence this happened. It's just a coincidence this happened. We need to discuss the ETH ETF 180. Is there still a scenario where it's approved by Gary, still moves forward with legislation against consensus and the ETH Foundation labeling ETH as a security? Taylor, that's an amazing question. That is an amazing question. And you know it's a good question because there's people literally saying, go look at Taylor's comment. Who said that? Oh, yeah, Firedog. Firedog always does great insight as well. But let's do a vote. Let's get a vote going. That's the only thing about X. You can't participate in the polls. Let's get a poll going. Jeez. ETH ETF. I'm curious how this is going to land. I'm curious how this is going to land. Make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. The votes on this channel historically have always been very close to 50-50, which I like. Sooner, good to see you, man. Great to have you here. Stream's doing really well right now. Let me see how many likes we have on this thing. Oh, really good on the likes. For me not saying it once to already be at 135 likes, that's incredible. That's incredible. Make sure to drop that like. Make sure to drop that like. Let's get that up to like 150, 200-ish. Before I was like, heck nah, I'll take my L. Yeah, no, it's tough to forecast this, man. It's tough to forecast this. It's tough to forecast this ETH ETF thing. Let's take a look at ETH real quick. It's tough, man. Every indication is that it wouldn't have been approved. Look at this candle. Look at this candle. This is insane. That's institutions and that's algorithms instantly buying this market on that news report. Guys, make sure if you're getting here, you do a vote on whether or not you think the ETH ETF is going to be approved. Yeah, Taylor, something else I always look at is this. I'm sure you've looked at this as well. The ETH discount. This is how I track the market's thoughts on whether or not the approval will happen. This is the discount on ETH trading in the grayscale product. So there's an arbitrage, right? You can actually buy ETH at a negative 20% or a 20% discount on the asset through the grayscale vehicle if you think the product is going to close, right? If you think it's going to turn into an ETF, because then the discount goes away. So if you take a look at back here, in June of 2023, you were actually getting ETH at a 50% discount. This is actually when I loaded up on the GBTC trust. I was getting Bitcoin 50% off, and I knew that ETF was going to close. Well, to be fair, I didn't know it was going to close. I had a good feeling it's going to close. You have the same thing here. Guys, I guarantee you tomorrow this opens up. ETH opens up instantly at least a negative 15% discount. Like 5% less risk is instantly priced in. Yeah, Taylor, I've been watching this. There's some funny ones. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Sol GBTC discount. Oh, I don't know if we can get, oh, it was right there. Market. Yeah, take a look at, no, this is weird. This is weird. Okay. This is a different chart that I'm thinking. Because Solana's not at $400, so. Some of these are way out of whack. That one's. Yeah, so this is what happened when GBTC closed. This is what happened when GBTC closed. Look, there's no more discount or premium, right? It just closes to zero. So I was buying GBTC at this negative 47% discount, and it closed at zero. So I got the price appreciation plus it closing there. But look at that. It closes flat at zero now, right when the ETF closes. So you could make that same play theoretically on ETH. if you think the ETH ETF is going to close, you would assume that this is going to flatline at 0 up here. I read that the ETH ETF applications eliminated staking rewards for their clients to survive. Gary's interpretation of what makes it a security, the custodians could be free and clear while consensus. Oh, wow. That's an awesome comment. Wow, for some reason Y charts is like killing the stream. The whole stream is laggy. Let me try to fix this real quick, guys. Sorry about this. Sorry about this. My stream is lagging. Yeah, it's a little better. You'd think if you saw the size of my computer, you'd be shook that it can barely handle a StreamYard stream. It's pathetic. This is a great comment right here. This is a great comment. And Landon Benson, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the donation. Let me jump into Landon's comment, and then I'll get into Truth Heals' comment. Does your girl sit on a couch and watch you spit XRP fire during late night live streams? Or are y'all not that serious yet? No, she's not watching the live stream. She gets enough XRP talk in her daily life. She doesn't need to listen to me talk more about XRP. So she's doing her own thing tonight. She's doing her own thing, and that means I get to live stream with the boys. So win-win. That's so funny. No, I love getting on the live streams. They're so much fun. So this is a blast for me. I really appreciate it though, Landon. Really appreciate the support for the channel. It really does go a long way. And thank you for helping to support this. It's awesome. Let me get back into this Truth Heals question because this is good. This could be 100% accurate. This could be 100% accurate, right? If they're really only going after staking, you could still have the ETH ETF because they're not saying ETH is the security. They're saying the staking is. And that would be so bullish for XRP. That'd be so bullish for XRP. So bullish because XRP doesn't use staking. It's the SEC giving up on the token being the security. So XRP isn't the security. Yeah, the SEC can go over after some subset of sales by Ripple, but who cares? You can just sell the XRP differently, right? You need to completely rip out the consensus model for Ethereum to make it compliant. So, Truth Heals, that is a incredible question. It's so good. I'm actually going to write it down. It's so good. I'm literally going to write it down on a piece of paper. ETH. No, that's spot on. That's spot on. I could see that happening. Well, the good thing about that also, Truth. The good thing about that also, Truth, is it would mean that the SEC is pivoting still, right? The SEC is still pivoting. They're trying to still get wins, but they're also like giving up on their hard stance. So I'll take that, right? Any change in policy by the SEC would be awesome. What's the question from Truth? Oh, there's no question, Kawaii Girl. It's his comment. It's pinned to the screen right now. It's pinned to the screen, Kawaii Girl. So if you just take a look at what's under the Bitcoin chart, I was saying that comment by Truth was awesome. Screen capture? Yeah, I could screen capture, but I always lose the screen. I don't look back at the screen captures. If it's written down in front of me, then I'll wake up tomorrow and see it. I'll wake up tomorrow and see it and be like, oh yeah, that's what we were talking about last night. Yeah, so the market's pricing in right now, essentially that product closing. Tomorrow is going to be interesting, guys. Tomorrow is going to be interesting because the ETFs are going to get juiced tomorrow. I believe the ETFs are going to get juiced tomorrow. I believe we're going to see a lot of people flowing into the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust tomorrow. especially since Grayscale just got a new CEO as well. He's a former Goldman Sachs guy. So there might be a lot of people flowing into these products tomorrow. I think tomorrow could be a good day for the market. Also this, like imagine if we do kind of have a pivot in the regulatory environment and the Biden administration starts getting praised for it. Goldman guy going to Grayscale, so bullish. Yeah, I agree. Look, it just builds faith in the like mainstream products, right? Like if you just have really good people at the top of these companies, and who cares, like not even like really good, just like high quality names. It's good. It puts a lot of respect on the industry. If Bitcoin goes through 75 with power, yeah. Why did I pull up CME futures? I just want Bitcoin. $75 with power. 75 is, yeah. Realistically, Bitcoin just needs to get through here. 74.5. Yeah, and that thing is ready to rip. But this is a good candle, right? Like let's not get this twisted. This is a really good candle. Like this is a strong candle. Like you have this full reversal, right? And then you're getting that extra leg up. So like we could get up here and consolidate more and go back down. But I mean, ultimately, it seems like this at least has the potential to make it all the way up here and challenge this. Brian says, make sure to smash the like button. Really appreciate that, Brian. Really appreciate. You know who we're missing right now? We're missing Silver Days. Where is Silver Days? This might be the first live stream in history Silver Days hasn't been on. Like out of the hundreds of live streams I've probably done, this might be the first one I haven't seen Silver Days on. Crazy. We miss him dearly. I hope Silver Days is having a great night, man. I hope Silver Days is having a great night. I'm waiting for him to come in. I'm waiting for him to just pop up in the chat. No, don't get me wrong. Halls Balls is on a lot of live streams. He's on a lot of live streams. But I'm not sure if anyone has like the long-term track record. Daniel does. Daniel is up there. Daniel is on most. Daniel might have like second best. Fed buyback, 10K happening tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow the Fed's gonna buy all our XRP for 10K. What about Rector's channel? Rector's channel's back, right? I never got to check it out since the banning. Oh, yep. That's awesome. Good to see Zach back. That's great. I'm glad he fixed that. That's annoying. Yeah, I was talking to him in Vegas. I was like, Zach, you need to message this person. She will get your account back. He's like, oh, I got to do that. And he's like, I'm trying to go through YouTube support. I was like, you can't go through YouTube support, Zach. They're never going to let you back. I was like, you need to go through someone who's going to like threaten YouTube on your behalf. Not threaten like violently, but like legally to enforce your rights. Like they're not going to play nice with you. Firedog said thoughts on Coinbase and some other exchanges depleting their actual Bitcoin holdings. I keep seeing posts on it. Yeah, Firedog, that's a little bit of a reoccurring narrative. Like these exchanges, their Bitcoin will get low and then they'll just like re-up on Bitcoin. So while there very much could be truth to that, I wouldn't look too much into it. I always see I mean, not always, but I've seen many times those tweets coming out that exchanges were getting low, and then like the exchange is just like re-up on Bitcoin. It's like, all right, they're not low anymore. So very well could be true. Very well could be true. But I mean, a lot of the exchanges like to like pretend like they're in a position they're not, right? So they don't keep all their Bitcoin on the exchange. So there could be some truth to it. There could be something interesting there. I can't say that's something that it's a data point, right? It's a data point that me personally, I don't put too much trust in, but significant nonetheless. Looks like there's some good stuff going on X right now. Let me see if I can find anything good here. Oh, this is interesting. What do you guys think of this? New House Democrat leader said today they will not whip against House Republicans' crypto bill. I mean, it sounds good. I have no idea what will not whip against. What are these words they use in Congress? All right, Taylor, we need you. What does that mean? What does that mean, Taylor? Okay, so they're not going to make the party vote together. Okay, so it's like they all... Okay, yep. Taylor is confirming. Oh, I have a mosquito on my screen. Ew. That means they're not all going to like work together again. Okay, cool. Cool. I mean, that's good news. Yeah, I mean, guys, even if we like, I hope we get all the things we're hoping for here. I'm a fan of Taylor. Yeah, me too, Darren. He's a good addition to these streams. When Taylor showed up, I remember the first stream he was in, he was dropping like all these great questions. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I was like, stick around, man. Yeah, so this is at least a good change in policy. This is at least a good change in policy because it's showing, right, that this whole anti-crypto thing is going to fail. So even if the Democrats, a large portion of them don't like crypto, at least the anti-crypto thing is like dead. Guys, real quick, make sure to drop a like on the stream. Super helpful. If you just exit out of the live chat real quick, we could easily get this thing past 250 likes. So that would be incredible. And if you're on X, or retweet. Taylor says he's just an enthusiast who loves crypto. Well, your love for crypto is awesome here, man. Your love for crypto is awesome here. And it seems like the entire stream appreciates some of the knowledge you bring. So we appreciate you being here. Dems know the election will be close. They can't lose seats to issues like crypto. Yeah, it's just a dumb issue to lose seats on because I've been saying this. It's true. Like, there's a massive crypto voter. There's no anti-crypto voter. Like, I don't know. Do you guys know a single person who's going into this election voting only for anti-crypto politicians? Do you guys know a single person? And also, guys, 64% of you think the ETH ETF will pass. I don't know where I'm at on that. I don't know where I am on that. Taylor should go live with me one day. I don't know if Taylor wants his identity out there. That's one of the things you got to just make the call on. Like, I knew I couldn't be pseudo anonymous here. I was like, I'll rip the band-aid off. I'll just go not anonymous. But a lot of people like to protect their identity, which I understand, man. I understand wanting to do that. I just ripped the band-aid off. I said, maybe one day. We'd love to get you on at some point, Taylor. We'd love to get you on. Watching live stream from my tractor in Australia. I don't understand any of your policies and politics. I'm trying to Heath, I don't understand them either, man. I don't understand them either. So welcome to the party. Here in America, almost no one really gets it. Almost no one really gets it. And the people who really do get it, like the people who really know what's going on, are normally far too into it. And then no one really wants to listen to them. So don't worry, Heath. We're all in the same boat. No one knows what's going on here. No one knows what's going on here. We have one whack government over here. But I mean, for all the crap I give the United States system, we have to say one thing. It is so broken, it's hard to corrupt it. It's so broken, it's like hard to corrupt it. Like it's so hard to get anything done. It's like hard to get anything bad done as well. Like nothing ever gets done, but for the most part, that's normally a good thing. Like getting cryptocurrency regulations has been hard because nothing ever gets done, but it's really hard to also hurt cryptocurrency because nothing gets done. So like, it's almost like with how much I distrust our politicians, I'm almost happier that nothing gets done than they're getting a lot of stuff done. The SEC, just filed its motion to the SEC has filed its response to Ripple's motion to seal. Interesting. Got some live documentation. No, I know there's corruption. I just mean in terms of legislation. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I know there's corruption. You don't have to explain that to me. What's Taylor saying? Oh, that's so that's so funny, Taylor. I always tell my friends, I was like, you don't want to follow me on Twitter. You don't want to follow me on Twitter. Or it's like, or follow me and then mute me. Follow me. Don't worry, Taylor. You're probably muted. You're probably muted. That's funny though. Hey Mickle, a little something for your support. Keep up the great work, man. Thanks so much. ThinkSpace LLC, thank you so much. Really appreciate the donation. Really does mean a lot. It's so great to see how much you guys appreciate this channel. It's incredible, and having such a great community here just makes it so much more fun. So really appreciate that. I'm looking at this SEC ruling right now, and I just, it doesn't look like there's really much to it. They're just saying they don't want things sealed. Okay. Silver Days, there he is. There he is. What up, Silver Days? Good to see you, man. We were just saying, where's Silver Days? Oh, everyone, make sure to drop some fire emojis in the chat for Silver Days. I want everyone spamming fire emojis in the chat for Silver Days. Let's go. And Chadwick out of nowhere. Let's go. Silver Days is dabbing. Let's go. Good to see you, homie. Good to see you, homie. We were talking. We're like, Silver Days has got to show. Silver Days got, yeah, guys, if you have not hit the like button for Silver Days. Don't do it for me. Do it for Silver Days. There he is, the legend himself, out of nowhere. Oh, let's go. Fire me up. Good to see you, Silver Days. Good to see you. Oh, this is fantastic. Awesome. Now we're popping. I hope some of the lawyers start breaking this down. I hope some of this lawyer starts breaking it down because I don't want to read through this right now. I don't want to read through this right now. If any, oh, thank you. Silver Day says smash the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Um, the SEC does not oppose Ripple's. Yeah, it's probably pretty dry. It's probably pretty dry. Oh, this is a horrendous comment by the SEC. This is a horrendous comment by the SEC. Listen to this. Multiple times, Ripple claims to be a private company, in parentheses. It is a private company, for crying out loud, and invokes case quotations about private companies. But Ripple is not as private as it claims to be. What is that supposed to mean? Oh my God, this is one of the most atrocious things I've ever read. The SEC is trying to act like Ripple's implying some secret status by saying they're a private company. That's just what a private company is. It's called a private company. And the SEC goes, they're not as private as they make it out to be. What a joke. Where do they find these lawyers? That is horrid. Horrid. I cannot believe they said that. It's like a child wrote it. Praxis Media Group. Did you hear about the did you hear the Deploying Americans Blockchain Act of 2023 passed the House, taking a power away from the SEC? Is that the Bitcoin one? Is that the Bitcoin one? Prax Media Group? I did see something did pass today. Yes, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. We haven't talked about that. Once I get through this Ripple document, I'll definitely get into that. And I really appreciate the donation, man. Really appreciate the donation. That's awesome. That's awesome. Really appreciate that. Chadwick gifted a membership. Chadwick, thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate that, Chadwick. Really appreciate that, Chadwick. And one lucky person just got a membership. That's awesome. That's awesome. Actually, that's awesome. Really appreciate that. Ah, Truth Heals. Truth Heals says, I'm beginning to think it's Gary Gensler keeps leaving drugs at the White House. Truth Heals with his second great comment of the day. That's 2 in a row from Truth Heals that hit. That's 2 in a row from Truth Heals. There's a link to the case. Yeah, I was hoping a lawyer would come in here and just post what I needed to know from it so I didn't have to read it. I mean, I might have to. I'm waiting for a lawyer to come in here and just post the cool stuff. I never got to finish that one sentence. Oh, the SEC's got some shit going on in here. So the SEC is accusing Ripple of not being a private company because they issued XRP, and that XRP should have been registered, but that has nothing to do. You can be a private company and make a public offering of some degree. So yeah, this is just all filings to try to not let Ripple hide certain information, but it is interesting to hear the SEC's tone in this. All right. I don't know if anything in Iran is necessarily like a catalyst for cryptocurrency. Taylor might need to use his power his first day on the job. Why? Let's see. I was bestowed this responsibility this evening. I've never been I've never been a moderator, not gonna lie. Probably Taylor, you just do whatever you feels right, man, and you're doing a great job. I don't set a very high bar for my moderators here. I don't set a very high bar for my moderators. If you're here a lot and I think you're a positive person and you add value to the stream, and then I expect you to understand who's spamming and who doesn't deserve to be commenting. And other than that, it's you don't have many big responsibilities around here. But I appreciate all the mods nevertheless. Back in the early days, it was bad. There was so much spam. Daniel can tell you. Back in the day, there was so much spam. It was atrocious. And I don't know if it's StreamYard that blocks out a lot of the spam for me, and I just don't see it on the YouTube side, or the moderators clean it up really well, or like the dynamics have just changed on the stream, but I don't see any spam anymore. XRP Vegas, after 7 years, I would not say it's not easy, but I know that XRP YouTuber, for the reasons they're happy, is because they make money off their channel and we don't make anything. I mean, that's your own choice, XRP Vegas, right? Like most of the people in I saw in Vegas actually thanked me because I did so much research for them that they don't have the time to do. So a lot, your perspective is one way to look at it, but a lot of people, rather than doing all the research and time and energy I put into the market, they use their time and energy doing other stuff. So I met one individual in particular who was like, it's because of your YouTube videos that I'm able to put extra time into my real-time job. And if it wasn't for you, I would not be able to do all this. So it's all a matter of perspective, man. You should use that. You should use every single resource to the best of your ability. And to be completely honest with you, the reason why a lot of YouTubers like myself make money is just because we're providing value to people who watch the videos, who are using their time and energy not doing the research that some of us are doing other stuff. So there's that's the best thing about free markets, right? Everyone can take whatever value they want from anything, and it doesn't always have to be a negative, right? There's a lot of people who really rely on a lot of the people who produce this content so that they can focus their time and energy on other stuff. That's all right, guys. We're big boys here. We're big boys here. Everyone can have their opinion. Everyone can have their opinion. Slowly but surely, every head of state that is against the IMF has been assassinated. Get out of peace, Saddam. Guys, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Can't show that comment too long. Oh, Taylor found out he could put people in timeout. Yeah, Taylor, you got some power now, man. You got some power. The absolute best was when I accidentally banned Silver Days. That was a hard time for the channel. That was a hard time for the channel. I was trying to ban someone else for being annoying, and I accidentally banned Silver Days. Yeah, Mickle time. Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was so funny. Oh, Landon Benson, thank you so much. Crazy knowing that you're from the East Coast, but your accent sounds exactly like all of my Colorado native snowboarding buds out here. Sorry for the small talk chit chat, but drinking a couple beer. Oh, Landon, no problem, man. No problem. Feel free to bring up whatever topic you want. That's funny you say that. No, I'm East Coast. I'm East Coast. I don't understand. I don't hear the accent. When I go to Colorado, it's funny. I didn't really hear an accent either. So maybe Colorado and the East Coast, maybe a lot of people kind of share that same accent, which I wouldn't be surprised because a ton of people from the East Coast go to Colorado. A ton of people from the East Coast. Like it is so common for my friends to move out to Colorado. So you might be onto something. You might be onto something because I know a ton of people who go to Colorado and back. So that's funny you say that, Landon, and I really appreciate the donation, bro. Really appreciate the donation. The support for the stream here is absolutely incredible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, it's noon already? Mickle live during the nighttime? That just means I have the night off. That just means I have the night off. I don't know, guys. This live stream is getting up there for some. It's like one of my favorite things to do, and not much is going on. So it shows how much I enjoy doing these videos, and it's because of you guys. Like, I can sit around and play video games, or I can jump on here and talk with people about digital assets, talk with people about investing, and every single time I come on here, I feel like I get smarter from you guys. So, no, I love coming on here and getting to chat with you guys. It looks like we got a small market reversal going on right now. We had that little sell-off. Oh, that's funny. Same with my hometown in Illinois, but our shitty accent stays where it belongs. That's good. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Southern accents, definitely that's really distinct. California, they have their own thing going on there, but I don't know. I always think it's so funny when people say I have an accent, but I guess it totally makes sense because everyone has an accent. But I always tell my friends, it's like everyone says they love the Northeastern accent, and I forget we even have an accent up here. But I guess that's how it always goes, right? Like Southern people don't think they have an accent. Thank you, Sofa King. Really appreciate that. I remember weeks after the SEC dropped the lawsuit, Jeremy and John were the two people I found talking about it. They drew me in, and I owe them a lot. I completely agree, Taylor. Actually, Taylor, I started making my videos. Oh, Flora, you're from Cali. Awesome. Awesome. I've never been to Cali, but I need to go. I've never been to Cali. I don't know how. I've been to a lot of different places. I've never been to Cali. Chadwick said wanted to gift a membership but didn't want to roll the dice on the receiver this time. LOL, cheers. Chadwick, thank you so much. Chadwick was one of my best meets in Vegas. Super, super cool. My girlfriend loved you too, Chadwick. She thought you were awesome. So that was great getting to meet you, and I really appreciate the donation, man. Really appreciate that. You're awesome. Yeah, Taylor, what I was saying was I actually started making a lot of my videos because no one knew what Jeremy Hogan's videos were saying. So I started making videos of just Jeremy Hogan talking about the case because no one could understand what Jeremy Hogan was saying. So I made videos like translating his videos. So I was hugely thankful for Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton. My channel actually started off just doing normal investing sort of stuff. And then every single time I talked about XRP, things blew up. So that's when I started doing the Ripple SEC case and all that. But massively thankful to Jeremy Hogan. Bro, I swore you were from Wisconsin. No, I don't think I've ever been to Wisconsin, actually. No, I don't think I've ever been to Wisconsin. I've never been to any of the states up there. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Wyoming, none of those. I've done a lot on the East Coast. I've been to almost every state on the East Coast. And then I've been to like Nevada, Arizona, all the national parks out there, Colorado, and then I'm going to Texas for Consensus. So if any of you guys are at Consensus in Texas, I'll be there. Would love to meet up with some of you there if you are there. It's super expensive. I'm going on behalf of my firm. I didn't pay for this. But I will be at Consensus. So if any one of you are there, would love to see you there. And feel free to drop me a DM. San Francisco, awesome. Awesome. I had a friend who moved out there. It rhymes? What rhymes? Taylor, what made you finally get in? Actually, I had a friend who was in BTC in 2010, my senior year of high school. Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting, Taylor. That's crazy. Yeah, what did make you get in, Taylor? What was the thing? Do you think an XRP ETF would be more valuable than just XRP? No, they're essentially the same value. An ETF just helps people buy XRP, but it's just an IOU. It's just an IOU for XRP. So it's like the same thing, except you can do less with it, right? You can't use it on DeFi. You can't really loan it out. So it's the same price as XRP. It's just less useful. Oh, Taylor, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. What a great story there. What a great story. Cool, 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 Taylor. That's incredible. Yeah, I'll show you guys what got me into crypto. It's funny. I always get asked this question in interviews, and then I realize I like never talk about it on the channel. I was in college. Let's see. Yeah, I was in college for this. No, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? I was not in college for that. Okay, here we go. I was in college for this. And then I remember everyone like freaking out and talking about Bitcoin in college, and I didn't know anything about investing. And then it crashed back down, right? And I was like, all right, well, there goes Bitcoin. And then it like kind of created this floor. Yeah, then it kind of created this floor, and I was like, all right, well, this is kind of interesting, right? If this thing really is... Oh, is Jake going live? Oh, interesting. I should have just went on with Jake. Should have just went on with Jake. That's all right. I'll jump off in a bit and let Jake take over. I'll jump off in a little bit and let Jake take over. And we'll funnel it over. We'll funnel it over. Make sure you guys go over to Jake's live stream after that and tell him that Mickle sent you. Tell him that Mickle sent you, and go. We'll send people over to Jake's live after this. So make sure you head over there. And let him know I sent you his way, and that he's on live duties for the rest of the night because I need a break. Awesome. I'll tell this story and then I'll leave it at this. Guys, I want to thank Roger, Darren Naples, Landon, Firedog, ThinkSpace, Praxis, Chadwick, Landon, Chadwick. Guys, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are absolutely incredible. Jake Claver. Can't explain this to my wife. I don't think the answer. E. Warren getting paid by banks supposedly. Why is she pushing? She's not pushing for Fit 21. She's not pushing for Fit 21. She's not pushing for Fit 21. She's probably pushing against it. We're almost at 300 likes. Yeah, let's get to 300 likes. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, so Bitcoin was like trading sideways here, and then I got into Tesla in like 2018, and then Tesla had like a major pump from 2018 to 2019, and I was looking for new things to kind of put money in, and then look, I was just completely blown away with what Bitcoin and crypto were, and I started buying a lot in here, and then obviously I benefited big from this bull run. And then ultimately, right, that's kind of the history. But I heard about Bitcoin. I was like, there's got to be something. There's got to be something more here. There's got to be something more here. And then that's when I started investing into XRP. And then the Ripple SEC case dropped. And I was just like, all right, this is fascinating. Mickle is very good, and Jake is very good, and he collabs with Mickle. Yeah, no, if you guys want more. Oh, awesome. Yeah, guys, if you want more collabs with me and Jake, just make sure to let Jake know. We love doing collabs together. It's a ton of fun, and you'll probably see a lot more of those in the future. So We'll make those happen. We'll make those happen for sure, for sure, for sure. But seriously, guys, you guys don't think so, but it makes a huge difference when you guys like tell us what you guys like to see. It makes a huge difference because at the end of the day, we just produce this content because you guys love it so much, and like it's fun, obviously interacting. But the collabs aren't as interactive, so it's great to know that you guys love the collabs. And yeah, we can definitely do that more often. All right, guys, I'll let Jake take it over. Guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. Just an impromptu live stream. Make sure to go over to his stream. Tell him that Mikkel sent you guys to the stream. He provides great information. It's different than the stuff I produce, but it's so helpful. So guys, thank you so much. I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Go over to Jake's live stream. Tell him I said what's up. Tell him you want more collabs. You guys are incredible. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Talk to you later.